wondering what the next step is. For I started at one point and ended at another. Oh, then I realized what I'm going through. Believing is all I can do. Then I realized what I'm going through. Believing is all I can do. This is my story. Yeah, this is my story. This is my story. When I thought there was no hope and everything turned out for good, because the music saved me. And I know what my purpose is, singing melodies of feeling free. Neo soul completes me, yeah. Oh. Then I realized what I'm going through. Believing is all I can do. Then I realized what I'm going through. Believing is all I can do. This is my story. Yeah, this is my story. This is my story. This is my story. Yeah, this is my story. This is my story. Ba-do-do-do-dum-do-dum. Ba-do-dum-doo. Ba-do-ba-boo-ba-bow. Ba-do-dum-doo. This is my story, yeah. And this is my story, and this is my story, yeah. This is my story, and this is my story.
That is our story, darling. Wow. What a great way to kick off the show. Lauren Lee, she's of course performing a little later on the show, and we'll be talking to her again right here on Ekse. We are one day away from the month of love. So share your love with us on our social media streets. We are of course on Twitter at Ekse_live, on Facebook we are simply Ekse on Cape Town TV.
And yes, if you didn't have enough of Lauren Lee's story, don't worry, because she's gonna be here on the show throughout the day till the hour 5. She opened the show and she's gonna shut it down, everybody. Our hashtag of the day is #Ekse. Get in touch with us via our social media platforms. My name is Lama. Good afternoon to you and yours.
And man, and some of the things that will be happening down in the show, you already know. When it's Wednesday, we dedicate the entire show into, science. So if you're a fan of science, if you're a fan of experiments, you better make sure that you do not dare touch that dial, because Ulama is going all the way to your science center, and we're keeping you apt and tuned.
Yeah, and if you understand these science experiments, do not hesitate to call a friend who also loves Army Experiments as a Science to tune into channel 263, because UWC's senior lecturer, Dr. Fanelwa, who lectures on
Chemistry.
she's going to be showing us a flame test. And Usazi tells me that she's a flame herself.
Wait until you see. Wait until you
Definitely.
see.
If you'd like to be part of the show, perform right here like Lauren, and if you want to come in studio, share your thoughts and do whatever you want to do right here in studio. 021-480-448 number you should be dialing, or email imlama@gmail.com. And you might find yourself right here on Ekse, sitting down next to this amazing, gorgeous man.
And just before we let her go, man, we're also going to be sitting with her, talking everything music. She's, I'll be crushing.
Sound, Lama.
I'm crushing.
How's your Wednesday?
Hey.
How's your Wednesday?
It's been good. It's been good. Just a bit rushed, but I'm here.
Can we declare it? You are our woman crush Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah.
Big man.
Right now it's time for us to head on to some trending news. Give it luck right here on Ekse. Fake cops. People asking for forgiveness. Abanjango MT all here right here on Trending News. So Sinala has the first story, do you?
Yes, I do. Wallah, makanditi pitch black ni wena uti
Afro.
Pitch black.
Afro.
I didn't know that he still exists, but apparently pitch black is still out there. I don't know where, but he's still out there. Welga Umchita, Utulani, popularly known as Pitch Black Afro, has been charged with a murderer. Pitch Black Afro appeared at Josie Magistrate Court on Thursday. The rapper has been charged with murder, premeditated murder, and defeating the end of just cover the alleged killing of his wife, Catherine Modisani. The Matofolo hitmaker was cooperative with the magistrate to explain the charges he was facing. Welga Umchita went on to say that he has no money for a bail. Welga judge explained that the minimum sentence for a murder conviction was life imprisonment. According to the report, Modisani, the wife, died at a B&B in a Belleville near Yolville on New Year's Eve. A man said he has been friends with Ungo, reported that he had always had short temper but wasn't violent. Welcome Chita, if he doesn't pay the bail and he is found guilty of the murder, he's going to jail for life.
Mangithi pitch black when I was murderer. Then from one criminal to the next, Puze Kemisi. In December, it was alleged that the Maskandi artist shot a band member who later died in hospital. Police spokesperson Lieutenant Tulani Zwane confirmed to Sowetan Live. Puze Kemisi will face a murder charge since the victim died after he got bail. According to the publication, Mnyandu will face a murder charge when he appears in the Durban Magistrate Court on the 15th of Feb, so he won't rest nicely on Valentine's Day. Police official further informed that publications that Mnyandu shot at the 35-year-old member in the chest and stomach after the two men had engaged in an argument on the 9th of December 2018, and Puze Kemisi is currently out on 3,000 rands worth of bail.
Wow. It should have been 300,000.
Yeah.
Just to keep him inside until...
Oh, Beyonce never shot Kelly when they his child. What's up with you guys? And then, no.
Today we're all about this source.
All about murderers.
Anyways, on the other news and the other side of this news, though, the scariest thing is that it happened in Cape Town in Long Street, and I know a lot of people that go to Long Street. There are two men who were, I almost said two cops, but there were two men who were arrested who impersonated police officers as well as carrying an unlicensed firearm in Cape Town CBD on Monday morning. The suspects were reported to have been sitting on a Volkswagen Gold on Long Street. The men were approached and questioned. The fact that one was wearing a lady's uniform raised more suspicion. I mean, look.
A lady.
Yeah. And the two suspects were searched an unlicensed 9mm firearm with 8 rounds that was found within their possession. The vehicle was fitted false number plate, and it's possible that it might have been stolen itself.
Wow, I must say, fake cops on Hong Kong all the way from...
My question is, when a policeman questions you, do you question back? Are you really a police?
In South Africa, we do that. I do that a lot.
Okay.
If you question me, I'm like, who are you? Where's your badge? Where's the warrant to search me?
Okay.
Moving on to the next. MT, you know him for being controversial. MT has been making more headlines for the wrong reasons rather than his music. He wants to do things right once again. So here is how. MT's drug his way of life and career has been an issue of concern. Last year, he trended after exposing his private MT.
Freaking talent.
Okay. On
Guys.
Instagram while he was urinating. However, the self-proclaimed trap king has apologized and asked for another chance to ifenzi zakhe on Instagram when he mentioned that he has disappointed the people who love him, and however he is willing to change. So he says, thank you guys, he's done. Forgive me for disappointing you, and I will never disappoint you again.
As long as you don't show us your click again, I forgive you, darling.
Let's talk more on the other side of the ad break. Take time for real.
Welcome back to Cape Town TV's Ekse, the biggest, the baddest, and the most hip and happening show in town. We are on channel 263 on your DSTV. The number to dial is 021 448 0448. And of course, you can follow us on social media. It's Ekse_live. Our hashtag for the day is hashtag Ekse. On Facebook, we are Ekse on Cape Town TV. We love keeping you entertained, educated, and informed. Today is all about science, and our hashtag is hashtag Ekse. Like I told you so. This one comes from Ngobiso saying, hashtag Ekse. I loved the science show last week. Hoping that you're gonna bring more of those throughout the year because I'm a science fanatic myself. Well, lucky you, because Wednesdays are dedicated to science experiments, studies, news, and stuff like that. So keep it locked right here on Ekse. Hashtag Ekse. My name is Leo Bunny. I'd love to say hi. Please play me my favorite song. It's from Boy D, but he does not say which song. Hashtag Ekse. My name is Lorenzo. I'm watching you all the way from Pretoria. Thank you for keeping it locked right here on Cape Town's biggest community television show. Well, it's time for us to head on to some science news with Sinalo and Sazimans.
Yes, Sazi will be giving us our first science news. You know, on Wednesday, we're talking all things science. We want to show you guys that science is not as difficult as you think it may be. So, Sazi, what's a go on?
On the news, we have a new discovery. Ogqirha bamathambo ophukileyo namathambo amele kakubi bahleli phansi ke badibana bathi okay kukho into ekuthiwa yi-3D. To explain it, there was a 2D which was his scans that are used mostly in hospitals, but right now there's a 3D into this thing, so they can see okanye bazothi babone ke imibono evela kakuhle like njengoba sibona esifowunini zethu. Bathe bahlala phansi ke kwidyunivesithi yasestellenbosch nesibhedlela sase-Tygerberg bachazana ke bathi bachazelana ke ba kukho into entsha abasebenza kuyo ngokuthiwa yi-3D printing laboratory kwaye basebenzisa i-3D technique ukwenza ukuze bakwazi ukwenza amalungiselelo okanye imibono evela vetshe imibono evela vetshe yemalungu omzimba.
That sounds very interesting. I must say 3D sounds very interesting. Well, do you have another one or should I go to mine?
Yeah.
Okay. While a researcher banned from a federal Canadian funding after misconduct losing medical science. Well, ugqirha usematheni ethu sonke ngophando lwakhe lamathambo oluhamba phambili eCanada uxuthelwe impepha zakhe zosebenza emveni kuba ke indlela yakhe yoziphandela imbi. Well, ke lo mphandi okuthiwa ngu-Adida Sophie Jamel obekade ekwidyunivesithi yaseToronto ebejonge njengomuntu ke osezintinga ebheke phezulu kwizwe lonke when it comes to uphando lwe-osteoporosis ebefumana amawonga amaninzi ngenxa yomsebenzi wakhe awenzileyo towards osteoporosis ebesebenzisana nabaphandi abaphambili ekwenzeni uphando ngamathambo. While ke ngomhla we-6 kaMarch ngo-2018 uye wabizelwa bucala kwinhlangano ye-disciplinary hearing yakhona ye-physician and i-surgeons yase-Oronto ukuxuthwa ilicense yakhe. Well ke umba wakhe ukuza nedata yobuqhoshololo enza ngathi wenza umphando kodwa ke uyaphosisa. Well ogqirha bakhoyo bazenza ngathi bayaphanda bayaphosisa iminyaka emingaka sisithi kanti upha.
Kanti kukuphosisa kwangoko. Pretoria team to represent SA in Tawini Science Fair. Umfundi oneminyaka elishumi elinathandathu ophume ePitoli ngomnye wolutsha oluzimiseleyo oluzifumenele indawo yokuya eSouth Africa yokumela eSouth Africa kwi-2019 Tawini International Science Fair. uChristian Bowen oneminyaka elishumi elinesithandathu kwaye noMichelle Dennis oneminyaka elishumi elinesibhozo baqinisekise indawo yabo ku-Science Fair emva kokuba bebonise iproject zabo and zathandwa kwi-expo kwa-Eskom. So abanye babafundi bathi bagqwesa kweli lase-South Africa bazobe beske besirepresenta kwelanga ngaphaya eThawini.
Yes, viva Mzansi, viva. Well, last but not least, we all know coal is not good for the population. For too. So Germany is one of those countries who are trying to use renewable energy for umbane. Well, Germany enye indawo elizweni lonke esebenzisa amalahle just like uMzansi. Kakhulu izovala ipower zayo ezi-84. eye-19 ukuzama uhlangabezana nesivumelwano esenza ekulweni umhlaba ushushu, which is global warming. Esisaziso sibonakalise utshintsho olukhulu kwisizwe esikhulu sase-Europe, isizwe ebesikade sikhokhela ekunciphiseni i-CO2 emissions phambi kokuba sililele ngamandla kule minyaka imbalwa igqithileyo. Loo nto eyenza ingafiki apho ibijikilisele khona. Well, in 19 years time, 84 coal-fired power stations will be closed in Germany, and they will use energy.
Interesting, and very informative news, you guys. Thank you so much.
Let's see it,
It's like I was listening to scientists. Remember, we promised you a flame test. Well, what if we bring it all to you with Dr. Fanelwa Ngece-Ajayi from UWC, senior chemistry lecturer, and she's here to tell us more about chemistry, science, and UWC, and everything that has to do with data science, Mr. Hey. Dr. Welcome to the show. How are you? I'm very well. Dr. Are you flaming? I believe it. Oh man.
For the first time I saw her walking into our building, was like, who is this fashion design? She's looking good.
So for people who do not know what a physical chemistry scientist does, how would you best explain it? Just in case you could spark interest and then umntana isikolo akhale ufunda nayo.
Okay, manenza umzekelo ngamanzi. Xa unamanzi kuzabila amanzi unyusa temperature unyusa stove abila amanzi. That is a chemical process as well as a physical process. Into eyenzekayo la manzi ayajika abe ngumphunga. Andithi uphinde ke ngokuhlisa temperature lamphunga kanye lamanzi ehle ayenzeke ice. Now physical chemistry has to do with everything. Connector physical properties, the substance, the chemical process kunye ne transformation. So the processes are 3. So umuntu ofunda physical chemistry wenza lonto. Ucacisela umntana ba ezi processes zontathu zihamba njani, amanzi asuka njani, uba makabe ngumphunga, umphunga usuka njani abe yi-ice ngelitho biyenzeka lonto, okanye i-ice itshintsha njani uba meme kumphunga.
It sounds, Dr. Fanelwa, it sounds so simple. So, esikoleni theni sibhuda
nzima kangaka nyani.
Science.
Akho kuyibhuda esikolweni ne. Xa into eyenzekayo mandithi izikolo zethu asixhotyiswanga kakuhle. Asina equipment no-misses bethu ngexesha ngoba uyakhumbula uba after 1994 kuye kwavalwa teaching colleges, and those were the foundation of our country. So if you wanted to be a teacher in the olden days, you had teaching college or university. So ndenzekile kuvalwe zonke eza college ngoku, emveni koba kuvalwe eza college, so umntu uphuma ngoku ene degree university, not necessarily degree teaching. Mhlawumbi degree nenye into ayilungiselele ke ngoku ayinximanise nenye course kwenza lebe ngutitsha. Izikolo zethu azixhotyiswanga. So xa uthi emntaneni uba efunda into uthi hayi uzawubona ikhala elihlaza, umbala uzawubona uhlaza, kwaye lo mlilo upurple njalo njalo. Umntana unide uyibona laa nto.
Angasebenzisa i-imagination.
Uzawuchopha nyaka wonke azama ujonga le nto, uba inoba yinto enjani ethethwa ngayo apha. Kanti umntana xa ibona laa nto iphambi kwakhe umehluko uba khona nomdla uyanda. So izikolo zethu torho zisesemva kancinci, and nomisi bethu bethu ndingatsho baninzi uxhotyiswa ngoba abanye uthi umcacisele mhlawumbi utishala okanye utishalakazi uba le nto yamakhala yathi ndiyoyika ngoba mhlawumbi wenza umsebenzi angawuthandiyo okanye uyoyika ngoba kaloku akayazi uba ebengazinye imini bafuneka ndime 11
And sometimes akasazi nesiphumo sale nto because akasho ngesiphumo sale nto. Masithethe i-physical chemistry, i-physical science is dominated by abantu abangootata mostly. Kunjani wena usebenza khona where is umuntu ongumama?
kuba nzima kusenzinyana but not kakhulu ngoba ngoku amaledi amamele ke South Africa and imali ininzi efakiweyo abantu abangomama mabafunde but andifuna ukuphosisa basebaninzi abantu abangootata abalapha kule field and uyokhumbula mose eqaleni umuntu ongutata benguyosiwe esikolweni yonke into i-investment kumuntu ongutata umuntu ongumama funeka besekhaya sisasebenza South Africa mama laa nto mayisuke aqonda isekhona but not njengaqala imali ininzi ngoku amathuba akhona so ixhomekeke emntwini njengoba uzawuyithatha nethuba okanye uzothatha because izinto zikhona ngoo-NRF bakhona oo-NEPSAS bakhona for umntu makafunda aqhubekeke but asemaninzi amadoda asemaninzi so sinid ukompyutha nathi singomama.
What will it take to change that?
Ngumdla nozixelela uba uyakwazi koyithiwa ndinexabiso nangesigesi ne-imposter syndrome yoba hayi ndizokwazi naye ndizele andifuna uphosisa nam ndinayo loo nto elithuba hayi andifuna uya ndiyoyika hayi andizokwazi xa ndifika phayana uzukhumbula into yoba umntu ongumama mos xa ekhuliswa unalaa nto yobana uzawutshata ngenye imini uzawuba nabantwana akho nto irongo kuloo nto qha ayikho laa nto yobana uzufunde ube yiprofesa uzufunde okanye uzuvula ibhizinesi lakho ube neshishini lakho elikhulu ube nemali ayikho kakhulu loo nto kwiculture yethu thina bantu bamnyama but xa ndisitsho izinto ziyatshintsha ngoku umdla uxhomekeke kuthi so xa uzixelela uba wena ungumntu ongumama uba ndirhaleni lwethile funeka uye imali khona ngoku
Imali khona
amathuba khona.
Anyways, ubeke wanominator kwenye enye board members of South African Youth Academy of Science. Khanixelela uziva njani ngaloo nto okanye science the academy?
Jonga ndisenemincila ndifuna uphosisa beyinto enkulu ngoba not wonke umuntu uqala mos unominator as a member ye-science and then ke ngoku emveni koko ube yi-member ke ngoku yele special committee wenza izigqibo for i-committee imnandi and into ebaluleke nge-science into yobana i-voice for ii-scientists ezincinci South Africa yenza izigqibo noba ii-policies masitshintshe njani and iyakwazi nokukhuthaza i-interdisciplinary work which is ukusebenzisana kwee-scientists ezincinci but okubaluleke kakhulu which is i-cause ekufutshane nomphefumlo wam ukuba abantwana abancinci mabakhuthazeke irrespective ukuba kwasuka ecollege wasuka ephilip wasuka egugulethu funeka loo nto ingabi yonto ezawuma phambi komntana omncinci ube makafunde enze iscience so inantsi ukubaluleka kwe-science.
I-academy yona yenza ntoni?
I-academy yona mandithi yindawo apho epusha i-agenda yoba i-scientist incinci mayikhulu ibe nkulu and then into ndithetha uba ipromotha ne-mentorship uba umntu omncinci funeka afumane i-chance so wena if uyi-scientist encinci yintoni na uxanduva lakho mawuphuhlise omnye umntana omncinci makabe le nto wena oyiyo so we voice the science within South African global.
I could listen to you the whole day, of which that's my plan. Before we let her go, uziphathele i-experiment again?
Yeah, i-flame test leya.
Okay.
So into yenza i-flame test kujonga into yobana i-metal if une-metal ufuna uyazi uba injani na okanye yenza ntoni na funeka uyiqonde into yobana umbala wayo uzawuba njani uzokwazi uyohlula.
Okay. So let's go and see how that is done, and when we return, she's still going to be here. There's so much to talk about.
Njengoba sebesenditshilo before into esifuna uyenza kukujonga into yoba zeziphi na ii-metal ions esinazo and ukwenza njalo kukwenza i-test yomlilo. Xa sijongile kwi-periodic table umntu owenza i-chemistry okanye i-physics esikolweni uzawuyazi ubaleka kwi-periodic table kukho ii-chemicals ezikwi-groups kukho ii-chemicals ezikwi-period so thina sifuna ujonga into yoba unjani na umbala wee-metals ezahlukeneyo. Sizawuqala ngee-metal ions ezikwi-group 1 and then siye-metal ion esinayo eyi-1 ekwi-group 2 siye-metal ion esinayo i-transition metal. Transition metal esithetha nge-copper so sine-copper apha sine-copper chloride sibe nayo ne-barium chloride efumaneka ku-group 2 on the periodic table then sine-sodium chloride ekwi-group 1 on the periodic table, potassium chloride kwaye ne-lithium chloride. Ndifuna uqalela ngabazali umuntu onomdla othenge umntana akhe lekiti okwazi ugrade 10 11 okanye 12 athenge lekiti izawuncedisana nomntana akhe we-metal ions ezi-different and apha sinee-chemicals eziyi-5 ekusetyenziswa zona kwa-grade 10. Le experiment isayenza yenye experiment ezenziwayo kwa-grade 10 and yiyo ke ngoku into esizawuyenza namhlanje ukujonga into yobana injani na imibala. Ubaleka kwaloo nto ukuba xa usemsebenzini okanye i-industry noba kukwephi i-industry unomdla wojonga into yobana injani aluminium ukohluka mhlawumbi kwi-sodium. Yenye yee-test leyenziwayo i-flame test. So singaqala ke ngoku sijonge okokuqala ndizawugalela apha i-lithium chloride. Ndizawusebenzisa yona ndigalela i-lithium chloride ndizoyibeka apha ezizawusinceda ukuba sibone umehluko wezi-metal ions. Lithium chloride silandele nge-potassium chloride. Sisigqibile then ndilandelisa apha nge-barium chloride ezoba uyabona nakhona sikhangela ntoni apha sifuna ujonga uzawuba njani umbala ozawuphuma apha. Silandele ngantoni nge-sodium chloride ke ngoku. Khumbula into sifuna uyenza sifuna uthini sifuna ukuqonda uba uzawuba njani na umlilo we-metal ion ezi-chemicals sisiphetheyo. Then silandelisa nge-barium chloride apha yiyo esinayo. Yona ke i-barium chloride ayifani nezi zintathu besithetha ngazo, yona kwi-group 2 kwi-periodic table. Yokugqibela ibe yintoni? Ibe yi-copper chloride. I-copper iphi yona is a transition metal. Now bendithe sifuna uqonda intoba uzawuba njani na umbala wezi-chemicals. Sawuncediswa yintoni ke ngoku? Sawuncediswa kukugalela i-ethanol. Le ethanol nayo iba yibhotilana nje encinci efumanekayo ekiti yakwangazimlo. So ndindikhuthaza abazali ndithi umzali okwaziyo uthengela umntana wakhe le kiti angakwazi ngoba izawuncedisana nento ayifundiswa ngumstress wakhe esikolweni. If ujongile online ukhangele umkazimlo technologies uzawuyifumana le kiti. So into endiyenzayo ngoku ndigalela ethanol ngoku. Emveni koko ke ngoku ndizawulayita umlilo ndijonge ukuba izawuba njani na imibala esizayifumana. Njengoba sisebenza namatwana abancinci ke ngoku thina senzela uba umntana abe nomdla maxesha onke. Umntana akungqini ngoba kukho into entsha ayifundileyo, kukho into entsha ayibonileyo, emnye umntana igodukile onwabile. Sebenzisa umlilo ke ngoku. Ulayita umlilo wenzela sibone ke ngoku uba uzawuba njani umbala nakokuqala, nakowesibini, nakowesithathu, nakowesine, nakowesihlanu. Unokwenza mhlawumbi i-test e-basics efana nalena yokujonga into yoba ngowuphi na umlilo ozawufumana, uzawuba njani umlilo ozawufumana and umlilo lowo nguwo ozawuxelela into yoba mhlawumbi le metal ion unayo indawo na. Uyofumanisa ngoku i-barium chloride ibuyelelene kwezi ziku-group 1 chemicals zisondelelene ukusebenza, although yona inomlilwana nayo omncinci eqolayo. Ithetha ukuthi ukhona unxulumano between ezi metal ions zikwezi chemicals ziwe-3. Nantsi into ebalulekile. So xa ungumntu ke ngokuphangela okanye ungutishala oselebhu uzawukwazi ucacisela umntana into yoba jonga xa usijonga kule group ezi chemicals
Are you coming back?
Well, after this, we're coming back
nanko
to
umbala
a
wazo.
break.
Ezi kule period umzekelo nanko umbala wazo because ufuna ucacisela umntana into yobana yintoni layibonayo, yintoni umehluko between yona loo chemical plus le. So uyibona lena uba ihlaza kancinci ine-copper but inobupephu phaa ngaphakathi njengoba isitsha nje nayo ibanisile into yoba le nto siyenzayo yahlukile, ibe yi-lithium chloride nalapha i-metal ion ekhuphakayo phayana iyabonakalisa into yoba iyahlukile. So ndiyabulela, siyaphela apho. Enkosi.
Well, that is, of course, Dr. Fanelwa Ngece-Ajayi, science experiment that looks very interesting. We're talking all things science namhlanje, so get in touch with us. But right now, we're taking a quick breather. More to come right on Ekse straight after this. And just like that, we're back right here on Ekse. So talking all things science with Dr. Fanelwa all the way from UWC. She said, tell us more about the science, man. Abanye bethu bacinga science inzima. I never took science at school because I was made to believe that it's very difficult. So Dr. Fanelwa, welcome back on the show again. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure having you on the show. I understand ukuthi une NGO oyiranayo in the townships apho ufundisa khona abantwana banzi nge-science, technology and engineering. Ngasixelela uba usebenza njani?
Okay, into esiyenzayo phana isikakhulu kukhuthaza abantwana. like you just said ngoku into yoba abantwana bayoyika xa besesikolweni bacinga iscience into enzima. Into esiyenzayo thina kuncedisana notishala, utishala xa ethe wafundisa into kubonisa umntana into yoba injani laa nto ithethwa ngutishala through experiment. Why is this important? Umntana xa ethe watshuza uqhubekeka nescience xa efika ke ngoku eyunivesithi ukuba abone uba yabo ilab mosayile ndawo inzima okanye yoyikekayo bekuthiwa iyiyo. So thina sizisa ii-resources elokishini umntana akwazi ukwenza izinto before aphumayo. So xa efike eyunivesithi okanye college angafika othuka uba yhu hayibo zange ndalapho ophula izinto. So kuncedisana notishala but isikakhulu kukhuthaza umntana just because umntana eselokishini ayithethi ukuthi loo nto makatshuze enye icareer noba akayifuni na. So umntana sithi thina umntu xa ufuna uba i-scientist, mathematician, physicist, whatever it is that you want to be, thina siyindlela uba mawufikelele apho.
Okay, you know, Dr. Fanelwa, because you're coming from a financial unstable family, umama waye domestic worker, and then when I was to make a living, buncedise ubrida abantu.
Yeah.
So abanye abantu would just sit back and think, yo ubomi bunzima. What was your source of inspiration kude uzibone ukulinda ukuyo namhlanje?
Emntasekhaya ubona xa usokola kucinga into yoba ufuna uphuma entsokolweni. Xa usokola ufuna uyazi into yoba ngenye imini na ufumane into yakho, ufuna uba nebhedi yakho, ufuna uba nokutya kwakho, ufuna uba nemali yakho, ufuna uba nendizo zakho nezinto zakho. But isikakhulu ndifuna uthi umama wayedlala indima yakhe ngoba ebesoloko esixelela uba uba uyafunda yeyona nto mna nonika yona sisikolo uba mawuphumelele andinayo into nokunika yona. So uba uye esikolweni ikamva lakho lizawuqaqamba ayikho enye into but mandithi kukhuthazwa nguwe nocinga nam nozikhuthaza uzixela uba ndifuna uphuma kule meko ndikuyo ngoku and ayikho enye indlela mandifunde.
That is amazing. Actually.
So for umfundi ngokuhlela endlini mhlambi uzayonyuka ku-grade 10 okanye benza u-grade 10 ngoku ufuna uchoose i-subject ezinquma okanye esendleleni noba yi-scientist eziphi i-subject onothi azifundele?
Ndifuna uqala nge-pure maths. Kukho i-math yoba xa wenze what's this other maths now? I-maths lit, yeah, that if ufumene u-80% okanye u-90% kwi-maths lit uzawukwazi ungena nakweyiphi na i-course ye-science. It's wrong, ayikuzukwenzeka loo nto ngoba unida i-maths engqindilili enzima. Mandingathi enzima phofu abantu bazokoyika but unida i-pure maths uba mawukwazi u-understanda i-physics and uba mawukwazi u-understanda i-chemistry. So unida i-pure maths, unida i-physical science okanye i-natural science ngokwasesikolweni, and then ke maybe ungayenza ke life science uba uthi kanti ufuna uqhubekeka nento edibene ne-biology after matric. But i-pure maths is the only maths, even if wenza i-commerce esikolweni, khetha i-pure maths because uzawuba ne-choice xa ufika kwi-matric uba mawuye at the science okanye mawuye kwi-commerce nayo uba yiloo noba yintoni na because mandithi i-tertiary institutions ikholelwa into yoba xa wenza i-pure maths akho nto ungenokwazi uyenza, which is wela back elaa nto yoba hayi inzima maths inzima. And it's just practice every day. Xa ubuya yenza laa nto umeseyithethile uphinde uyenze ude uyiqhele, it becomes part of you. So le nto ye-maths lit mna ndinothi uburhulumente anganendlela esuse because iphazamisa abantwana indlela baqhubeka ngayo, and then baphethe sebetshona ke yonke i-physics, baphethe sebetshona i-chemistry because kaloku benze i-maths lit which sebalungiselele kweza subjects.
Uke watravelisha ilizwe waya kuma-France waya nakwezinye indawo part of i-science, khasixelele kancinci ngaloo nto.
Wethu ibinxulumene nomsebenzi loo nto kancinci ne umsebenzi nophuhlisa i-research yam.
Amazing.
Right now it's time for us to go to the Cape Town Science Center. As you know, Wednesdays are all about science. Let's see what fun we had there. Molweni nonke namkelekile ku-Ekse inkqubo yenu eniyithanda kunene. Namhlanje ke silapha e-Cape Town Science Center sizofunda ukuba yenze ntoni i-Cape Town Science Center for abantu balapha ekuhlaleni, ingantoni futhi yasungulwa nini na. Ba ungumntu othanda i-science okanye unomdla wofunda ukuba yintoni na i-science, inzima, ilula, ungayithatha inxaxheba kanjani na, landela thina nangu-Ekse uzonikavarishela. Cape Town Science Center. The Cape Town Science Center is a not-for-profit science center. It forms part of a wide range of non-classroom initiatives to improve the quality of science understanding and science literacy in South Africa. Jamie Bester, a science commentator or communicator if you must, for the center will tell the viewers what the center does and who can be part of it.
the way we communicate things helps different ages and different types of people really grasp exactly what we are talking about. So it's all about the way we communicate the science topics or subjects in an understandable manner.
Well, when you are in transport going to Wynberg or going to Cape Town in a taxi, or you're walking down the main road, you always see Cape Town Science Center with colorful yellow, orange, and it's in bold, and it looks unique and beautiful, but as passers-by, people won't know what is the Cape Town Science Center. So what is the Cape Town Science Center and what does it do?
So the Cape Town Science Centre, what we basically are is an educational facility that allows visitors of the general public as well as school learners to come and experience what science actually looks like in the real life. We have hundreds of interactive exhibits, displays and activities for all ages to enjoy and just to interact with.
How does the Cape Town Science Center benefit people of the community of the Western Cape?
So the Science Centre goes out and assists schools all over the Western Cape. We assist them by providing curriculum-based workshops, either in-house where the schools come to the Science Centre and we give them a little program, or we go to the schools. We have a mobile Science Centre whereby which we drive to the schools, we do practicals, we do exhibits, we do demonstrations for the schools that are all around the Western Cape.
So how would you tarnish the ideology that science, maths, technology, engineering, you have to study that and be good at it? You have to be a person who has a high IQ.
So science is generally, like you said, it's a more of a stereotype that you have to have a high IQ and things like that, which is important, but more importantly, you need to be passionate. You need to have a passion for science, you need to be interested, hard working as well. And what we actually want to do is create that interest and that passion. And that passion will eventually fuel their drive in order to pursue these, so to say, hard topics.
Now, Jamie, is the Science Center open for young people who are from impoverished background? Because we know that in Nyanga, Langa, Kailicha, Manenberg per se, they do not have science centers.
So, like I said, the Science Centre does go out to the schools, and a lot of the schools in the Western Cape is sponsored. So we have a group of sponsored schools, and those schools are sponsored to either come to the Science Centre or for us to go and run a program at their school.
What about the school curriculum? Is everything that is done here included in the school curriculum?
So we sort of work alongside the curriculum, where we run especially workshops and practicals that are falling in line with the curriculum. So if they're learning about energy or sound energy, we do a workshop on vibrations, for example. So we align our programs with the school curriculum, so it's aided.
So tell us your favorite activities right here at the Cape Town Science Centre.
The friction addiction slide.
Why is it?
Because it's really fast and it's really fun.
Do you enjoy a lot of science in school, or would you rather learn science here at the Cape Town Science Centre?
I would rather learn here science.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
A doctor. Yourself?
A teacher.
A teacher. So science is very good for you too. Keep it up and enjoy yourselves. Thank you for chatting to us. When did you fall in love with science?
I fell in love with science when I was very, very young. Started watching shows on TV and things like that. And that passion, that interest just drive me to pursue my studying in science.
Right. Jamie has a twin. They're not cloned, so she is going to show us some experiment. The next time that you see, it's not her, it's the twin. Keep it up right here on Ekse.
That was me. Next week, Wednesday, we're going to do those science experiments. So let's take you through the gig guide. Snarlo has the first stop for you.
Well, the first stop coming this weekend on the Gig Guide is the Queen of Afro Jazz, Judith Sepuma, performs at the Silo District. The multi-award winning artist Judith Sepuma will be performing all her favorite tracks on the 1st of February. This is a free concert for everybody. It's first come, first serve at the door.
Yes, man. When we color with the Gig Guide, we have another big and huge car show that's going to be happening in Grand West this week. I'm talking about bikes, I'm talking about trucks, I'm talking about drifting, music, family entertainment, all of that. It's going to be starting at 10 all the way till 6 for both days. It's going to be happening for 2 days. It's 120 each ticket.
And then at Kirstenbosch Gardens at 4 o'clock. Give you date. I won't date you guys. The stall, kuzobe kukho the soul, which is an a cappella group. Izobe ipana nebazi bacula jazz fused with hip hop, Afro pop, Afro soul. Baqala release ingoma ngo 2011. They sold over 50,000 copies. Bathandwa if I yazi the soul and yazi is about Sunday, this coming Sunday. Feb. So first Sunday, with the soul, so you better head over there. And then we've got our infamous inner city beach party. Sunelo, do you want to go?
I definitely
All right, our most intimate summer celebration at a newly renovated venue we all know and love. Welcome back to Cape Town Summer. Let's get some sand between our toes. Icho Miguel Zinjongo Tilvon Sain no Ante Perry will be taking over the main floor for the day of good disco house and tech house fun. The local powerhouse that's setting the global circuit ablaze with the label Rise Unique take on Afro house and heavy touring schedules. So amatikiti are available but are limited. Anga early beds are sold out. So kuko itikiti le phase 1, which is 340, our phase 2 380, our final phase is 420. So go out there and have some fun.
I'm sure Saz would definitely love to go to the beach. Sure,
I mean, yeah.
definitely. Well, on the other side, last but not least, Exotic Friday Party. Welcome to Exotic Friday Party at the Botanic Social House and catch the Afro-Caribbean vibe at this new inner city event space in Queen Victoria Street, while headline DJs will offer a night to remember in this exotic atmosphere until 4 a.m. Well, doors open at 9 p.m. Address is 54 Queen Victoria Street. Go there and enjoy your Friday.
Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We've all been waiting for it.
Yes.
All the way from woman to woman. To woman to man. Lauren Lee, you guys. Oh my God. I've seen you on Instagram. I've seen you on Twitter. I've seen you on TV. Oh, you've been here at Cape Town TV, but I didn't do that interview, so
Yeah.
I'm honored. I love you with the other guys. You sing to the left, to the left. Crazy. Darren, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been since you last came to Cape Town TV?
I've been good. I've been busy, which is a good thing. And yeah.
Yeah, I know that you've got a new single that you're going to perform. What was the work behind that? How was the work? Was it extensive? Who did you work with? And are you relieved that you're done?
You know, this is a inside thing, you know, 'cause you're special like that. So the song had to be released July last year, but we didn't get to release it in July. So we released it the 7th of December, so I had a sold out single launch, by the way.
What to say? What you know about Lauren? What you know?
Hey.
What do you know?
So like I said, it had to be released in July and then we released it December. So my husband, he did the production, and then another artist that I work with called AJ, he co-wrote the song with me.
Yeah.
So that is my team that I usually work with on any of my my music.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you choose the team that you work with? Because I think you've got a brilliant manager. David is always on the phone. Between me, him, and Babalwa, we don't know who speaks the most. Every day, from London to South Africa, he's calling us all the time. How do you choose the people that you work with?
Well, I would say David. I feel like he chose me because at the time I was looking for a manager, and then my friend sent my things through to him. And then, like they say, the rest is history. He was like, you know what, I'm going to invest and I'm going to spend time and just work hard, because he really works hard. He took me to UK twice. So, yeah.
To the
So
left, to the left.
it's everybody's goal. It's everybody's dream, you know, to sing like Beyonce, and you're on Beyonce's Wikipedia account. How does that feel?
Shoo, it feels unreal.
I mean, it's Queen B, yo. It's Queen B. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer, but yo, look. If Queen B can say hello, I faint. Anyways, you know, with the last single or the song that you already sang, My Story, and all the way into this upcoming single, or the single that you drop in 7th of December. How has the music, especially the South African music, or where it's at right now, and the genre that you sing, merge right now? Because I mean, a lot of people will be like, hip hop is this, hip hop is that, and this kind of and this, and you sing beautifully.
Thank
and
you.
how has the industry been treating you?
Okay, so sure. Should I be honest? Okay, so with the song that I did before, I wrote that song 6 years ago when I studied at the music college, right? So I can't believe the song is actually 6 years old. Yes, it's 6 years old. So that is more neo soul, and that is my primary genre, and then my secondary genre would be R&B pop. And this was literally me stepping out of my comfort zone. And because I really wanted to be commercial, but I honestly hope that more radio stations would playlist my song. So that's what I would really like from the industry, to really
I like how
playlist
that you said that
the
your
song.
soul is your primary, because you could have released that song yesterday and we wouldn't think that Amira 6 years old. It's timeless.
It's timeless. I want you to say you went to study music at the music college. Why was not most singers do that? Most of them believe they are talented, get on stage and perform. But you went to study music. Why was that important for you as an individual to do?
I really wanted to perfect my craft. Yes, you can perfect your craft at home, but I feel like when I went to music school, I went there as someone that knew nothing. And I honestly learned so much. Like, when I went there, I couldn't write a song, I promise you. Because at that college that I was at, the Cape Music Institute, we wrote a song every week and in a different genre. So the song that I performed was our Neo Soul Week, and then I came up with that song, and everyone else that helped.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago. How would you define your sound in one word?
In one word.
Or 2 words?
2 words. The new song is very vibrant.
Yeah.
The first song is laid back.
Vibrant, laid back.
Yes.
So what are the lessons learned since you've been in the music industry?
Sure, lessons learned is that you should really work hard. Like you to firstly perfect your craft like every day. I want to be honest and say I don't always do it because I'm just really being honest. I'm being real with you guys. Like, I don't always want to sit and do my warm-ups or learn a new song. But when push comes to shove, then you feel it, because then I feel like, I could have done that prior, but now when I get everything in.
What does music do for you actually?
In which sense?
Holistically.
Oh, I was speaking to my co-manager Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
So Sam manages me in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So I was speaking to her. I told her, after school I worked a day job for 3 months, and the longest that I've worked at a company was 6 months. And music has been the longest that I've done.
Yeah.
Like the longest that I've done. I haven't done anything else for the longest run or the longest time, and that is music. So holistically, it honestly makes me happy, and I wouldn't see myself doing anything else. Yeah.
I just want to know.
Or just I would stay in the arts. Like I want to still continue studying drama. So I want to be a drama teacher. So I just want to stay in the arts because that's what makes
I thought
me
you
happy.
said you want to be a drama queen.
Well, she could be if she wants. Tomorrow between 4 and 5, we've got the Cape Town TV presenter set. Make sure that you do watch that, because we are going to announce those people very soon. Right now, it's time for us to bounce out of here. Let Lauren take over the microphone. It's time for us to say goodbye. Tomorrow morning between 7 and 8 is the repeat of it.
Next week, we're Monday to Friday.
Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I've known you for the longest time. I've seen you about 1,000 times. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Tell me how you're doing today. Let me guess, nothing good to say. I know what you wanna say and do. Breaking me down every time. I know the things you're mean to. Thinking I'm nothing, not worth loving. I want your love right now. I need your love right now. Baby, want your love right now. I need your love right now. Baby, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I want you to see the light. I want you to live the life. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. You're the one who has to choose whether you want to win or lose. I know your past wasn't good to you. Too much messed up lies and said goodbye. Yes, I know you're strong enough to learn and get up and move and grow. I need your love right now. Baby, 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 no. I want your love right now. I need your love right now. Baby, baby. Yes, you're the one that I've been waiting for. Yeah, you, not some other boy. Yes, you're the one who needs to love you. And everything about you, can do this for you. So choose, baby. So choose, baby. Can do this for you. So choose, baby. So choose, baby.
Kaboom! Bang! Bang! Yes, I Umlilo Fire Talks with LNG. It's a niveis and a nive date. You know what for the fact, it's that time of an hour. Of course, we have moved from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and this time of an hour, it's definitely happening on the 17th of September for Wena. You must know for the fact, it's going to be taking place on 17th of September. We are starting at 8 o'clock, and definitely, no doubt, bringing to you musical videos and interviews. Definitely, some people must say interviews. Me, I say fire reasonings, right? It's going to be fire talks. So definitely, no doubt, we'll be coming to you.